this.
Okay. Okay, that's correct. Okay, but can you just show me like how exactly this hierarchy will be there? How exactly for a standard project
Sure,
you
sure.
create
We'll,
under DVC?
right.
Maybe the same way shall we do that here?
Yes, yes, yeah. The standard procedure will follow here. I will show you
Yeah.
like how we have in our no most other projects.
Okay, fine. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So coming to today's session, right? Like first we will see about the users. So we will create the user with the create user command, and also we pass some specific parameters, whatever needed for that user, like space, and then temp space, profile, those kind of details.
Okay.
So first, let's see like what kind of types of users are there in Teradata.
Okay.
The first one is the general users, so we can call it as a business users, who read the data and who run the procedure in macro to generate report. So general or business users. And the second type is update users, where they make changes to the database objects by passing insert, update, and delete or even create databases. So usually in production, right, we won't be granting any users to be having create, insert, delete privileges. Only ETL accounts will be having that privilege until it is not really required. So in the lower environments like dev, test, we can grant, but not in validation or UAT. So production validation will be users will be having mostly select, and the ETL users will be having insert, update, and delete. Right. So we won't even give the drop privileges. So we, the database administrators, will be creating the objects, right, through a CR or a request. So only the database administrators will have the create privilege.
Okay.
So the next set of users are first one is batch user. So these users, they perform these batch activities like loading the tables, updating the tables. Right? So they have insert, update, delete. Mostly they should be fine. For staging databases, we'll be granting them with create the staging tables, like temporary table. So you might be knowing about that, right? So yeah. So the other one is the means the administrators. Like usually we'll be having DBC as the main account, parent account, and below DBC we'll be creating a set of administrator accounts like DB admin. DB admin will contain all the databases, and sec admin will have all the users created under them.
Okay.
So mostly we'll be logging in with DB admin in case if it is common, or we can create user accounts with administrative privilege, so they can do the administrative work. So one thing in creating separate accounts for administrators, we we will easily find it out, like who did the operation, when it was done with from the log, you can see that, right? So even from DB admin, we can check like who did it from the client source, we can fetch it out. But to be precise, some project they follow like creating user and granting them administrative privilege. Some projects they have DB admin to be used in common.
Okay. Okay.
So this is an example of how we create the users in the system. So first, if we see, we have this syntax create username will grant those. So this username, if it is LDAP authenticated, if your system is LDAP authenticated, then you need to give your one ID, right? Like your in most of the cases, employee ID or something, right? And from sysdba, or this can be anything like this, either it can be a sysdba or a DBA admin. So this is the database, or this is the database admin account under which you'll be creating the user. So usually it will be sec admin, where the user details all will be created under this parent. So that is the recommended one. So maybe you can have it as sec admin here. And the perm space is the permanent space will give to the user. So usually when creating the user, we won't be giving any permanent space. So we'll have it as 0. We will grant that through the profile. Okay, we'll see that how we do that. So, and the password is again here is 10.3. So once the user log in, he will be able to change that. Right? And again, when coming to the spool space, it's again 0, and temporary space is also 0, because this will be handled in the profile, which we'll be granting. So account string. So account string is something will be assigning. So you can create different account string depending on the project. Okay, so if you have different teams, right? So you can create different account strings, and you can assign that account string to a user when it is when the user is getting created. Right? So this account string will be useful to identify or distinguish the user team or groups. Okay.
Okay.
And we'll grant the profile. So once we have the profile, that we can grant them during the creation only. So all the temp, perm, spool, all will be assigned here. So even you can give a default role, like if you have a read role on all the objects, all the databases. Mostly you don't do. So in case if you have a default role, we can grant here.
Okay.
But yeah, but default value is all. Means we're not giving any specific role assigning here.
No, that means all roles he has access, right?
Not all roles. Means it's a default value. Like means in specific you won't be able to query anything until we grant it externally.
No, if default role is something you set, it means what is the
it means like whenever he log in, right, that role will be automatically, once he log in, he will be able to access it. Like nothing difference. You can grant it externally. Okay, so nothing difference in setting up here or setting up after creating the account.
Okay.
So usually we won't be setting any roles here. So once the user account is created, right, so we'll be granting it.
Okay.
So in case this all will be used, right, whenever you don't have any specific role, so we'll be granting it.
Okay. Okay.
And so this DB admin was showing like this second set of, and we can also do a command, like you can give a command to this particular user, like if your project is not having LDAP, right? So in that case, this comment will be very helpful. Like you can give the username, email ID, and which department, or what is the ticket number you created this account. So while
Okay.
tracing back these comments will be helpful. And one
Okay. Okay.
more thing is like in case you don't have a LDAP setup, right? So you are creating the users locally. In that case, right? If you want to see like whether the user is existing or not, right? So we can pass the one ID or the email ID or user name from this command, yeah, and you can check whether this account already exists or not.
Okay. Okay.
So that this DB admin is like we'll be creating. So we'll be creating it under DBC, the main database, parent database. So create user
Okay.
DB
Okay.
admin from DBC as permanent equal to, even here we can give it as 0, and we can create a profile and give it. So this
Okay.
fallback
Okay.
and yeah,
Okay. If you say from means from that point,
that database.
he'll become parent, correct?
Correct. Yes. So here, so if you see the hierarchy, right? So we'll be creating this user under the DBC database. So right here, DBC is
Okay.
there.
Okay.
So under DBC, we'll be creating.
Okay. 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 If I want to do something on a DBC manager, means I need to specify from DBC manager, like that, right? Example.
Yeah, yes. If you want to create any sub databases, then you need to create under this.
Okay. 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 And how we can do that logical grouping, or any command is there? That grouping that one, no, the DBC manager, something, that icon, if we
Right.
expand.
Okay.
This one, how we can do is, I have seen in some projects,
Okay.
they have combined some objects like that in that kind of a icon. What exactly that mean? How can you group it?
Means I didn't get like what
No,
grouping you
no,
are doing.
there is some icon, right?
Here you
Uh,
these things macro stored position.
okay, something like what they have. I have seen something like they have kept view database together in one similar group,
Right, right.
and
Yeah, we can create. Yeah. So suppose we'll see like we'll create the different databases today, and we'll see how to group them. Right.
okay.
That's what you.
Yeah, because see, what I have seen something like they're having their own hierarchy. Okay, they
Hmm.
are just grouping the databases in one place, so that the application level, if they are searching or they are doing something, they can get it in one place. So I was
Right.
saying that.
Right. So usually, right. So as we are seeing here, we can create this no user called dbadmin or sysadmin. So most of the cases
Okay,
it will be either dbadmin or sysadmin, and under
okay,
this user, all the physical table databases, views, schemas, everything will be created. So
okay, okay, fine.
if you go and expand the user, like when we have this DB admin, if you expand that, right, you'll be able to see all the databases together.
Okay, okay,
And we'll create that today. Right? We'll create and
okay,
see.
okay. Yeah, yeah.
Okay. So next thing is, okay. So we saw like creating a user when there is no LDAP authenticated, right?
Okay.
When the database is not authenticated, so we create it locally. So when we have LDAP authentication, right? So what we should do, we will create the user in the same way, right? Once the user is created, we will pass the next command, like granting the user with null password. So what this will happen, so user will be able to no, authenticated by the LDAP means AD.
Okay, who will do that setup actually, AD setup?
AD
If we require.
setup, we can do it, like we can do that. So initially when the system is set up, right? So it will be done like they will get your local project's AD server name and they will set it up.
Oh, that means authentication will happen through that one first.
Yes, through the AD.
Through the AD. Okay,
Yeah.
then it
So
will.
yeah. So when the user logs in, the password, username and password request will be sent to AD. Once AD approved it, then it will come back and it will authenticate.
Oh, okay, okay.
In case of local account, right? So user, will be authenticated locally from the database.
Okay, okay.
And so this modify user commands, right? So it will be helpful when you want to change a user password profile, or you want to release the password lock. So I have given the syntax for this. So whenever you want to modify a profile, right? So you have created a profile with the profile name here. So user is asking, or like user is moving from one department to other department, and he wants he wants the role to be changed. So in that case, what we will do, we can run this like modify username as profile equal to the new profile. So this will modify the existing profile to the new profile.
Okay, okay.
And in case of non-LDAP authenticated database, like if a user has forgot the password and we want to reset it, so they will reach us. In that case, you can check whether the account is logged or not. So we can do that from dbc.users, right? We saw earlier with the
Correct, correct. Yeah,
log
yeah.
count, right? So we can
Yeah,
check
locked
that.
account, that 0 or 1 something that
Correct,
value.
correct. So if it is logged, right? So first we can release the log by running the last command here, like modify username as release password log. So this will just release the password. It won't reset the password. So in case the user forgot the password again and he wants us to reset, then the second command we can use, like modify user as password equal to new password. If we give this, the password will be changed.
Okay, okay.
And so coming to the profiles, right? Like we can create profiles to define how much resource we need to give, or to group the users into one set of groups. So depending on it can be depending on the business users or ETL users, and also it can be grouped according to the various departments. So we can create the various profiles and we can use them while creating the user.
Okay.
So this profile again can be assigned from either create or modify user, as we saw earlier.
Okay, okay.
So
but okay, what these profiles and all will be decided in the beginning of the project, or how exactly? Like I want these profiles, or once handover, the team will decide like what might be the profile we require.
It can be set up initially. Also, we can create, if suppose a new project is coming and you want to set it up. So we'll be creating new databases, new users, new profiles, right? So in that
Okay.
case, we can check it. Okay, there is only one profile here now. And this is the account string I was talking about. That you can see map. Let me copy it here and so it will be visible. You can increase the font. You are able to see that?
Yeah.
Right. So here we can, in the account, right, we can modify this. So this is the what to say, this is the syntax how the account should be. So $M denotes like medium, H denotes high priority,
Okay.
likewise. And
Okay.
L denotes low, likewise.
Okay.
And then this can be your department name, like if you have something in finance, so you can have it as fin.
Okay.
And the commercial, if you have so these account strings will be granting to that particular users from that group while creating. Got it? Yeah?
Okay.
So
Okay.
this will distinguish the user groups.
Okay.
So since there is only one profile, we'll be creating the profiles here. Use that. So user profile, right? It has parameters such as permanent spool space, the account string, password control parameters, default database, those kind of things. So if we see the syntax, this is the syntax for creating a profile. So create profile name as spool, where how much spool is allocated, temporary space, how much you are giving, and the account string. We saw now the account string, what is the account string? Default database, again, the default one will be all.
And can you just can you just get the information of like on what basis they are creating the profiles, based on the pattern or application, how exactly, what are the parameters they will take it while creating profiles, because they are grouping the users, no?
Correct. So usually it will be grouped under department. So suppose if we have different let me open that. So suppose we have different databases, like different with different departments, HR, finance, and commercial, so anything like this, we'll have different set of groups, right? Where some people, like if you're working under HR, so you'll be tagged under account string of HR.
Correct.
So if you want to see like how many users we have in the HR department, so you can simply do a select star from DBC users, where account string is the HR's account string. So it will give you the total number of users, right?
Okay.
And this profile also, so these HR users will be only accessing the tables or views under the HR database, correct? So we'll be creating the profile for this HR, right? So under HR, if we have something called recruitment, so recruitment, and the other one we have for salary, something just an example, right? So if you want to have some databases under this recruitment, okay, what we can be campus interview, group campus,
Okay.
walking. Okay. So we can create hierarchical, like it will, the parent will be here, DB admin, and under DB admin we will be having HR, finance, commercial, IT, and under HR we will be having recruitment, salary, databases, right? So under recruitment will be again split into campus, walk-in. So if you want this recruitment to be distinguished between the salary database, right? So we'll be creating a profile. No, this will be the access will be done through the roles, but even yeah. So in case if you want to create the profile for each, right, you can go ahead and create it. And the access part will be distinguished by the role. Got that, right?
Okay.
So if you see here, we are creating the profile name with the spool space, temporary space and all. So whenever this group of people, the recruitment group of people is, working on some database or table, they're fetching the data or something. And if we have two profiles here, like one is recruitment and salary here, so what will happen? These two will be individual profiles, right? And they won't be clashing with the spool or 10. Suppose if we have 100 users, 100 users here and 100 users here, and if we give us same profile, so what will happen? All the 200 users will be having only this amount of spool space, right? So there is a chance the query may fail, right? You got that, right? Because spool space is distributed among all the users in that profile. Suppose if you are running, if you and me are having the same spool space, and if you are running the query, right? So in that case, you will get like whatever allocated spool here, and I will get whatever allocated spool here differently, right? But if you are running 2 or 3 sessions at a time, right, and you are utilizing, in that case, this will remain constant, and from this, your sessions will get the spool.
Okay.
So to avoid all those things, we will create separate profiles for a separate group of peoples, and we can assign them.
Okay.
Okay, so
based on the usage also, we will create this. Okay.
Yes, based on the usage, mostly to segregate the group of users into one profile.
Okay.
Yeah. So some example of profile is like if you are a business user, right? So we have a profile like profile. We can create profile underscore business, and we can grant them some spool space. And for the same database, we can have ETL users, right? ETL users like profile ETL users. So in this case, we can have some highest pool since they will be loading the jobs kind of thing, right? So we can have some highest pool when compared to the business users.
Yeah, we can do a segregation like batch users and ad hoc query running tactical users.
Correct.
Like that, no?
Right. Yeah.
Okay, okay.
So main purpose of this profile is to allocate the resource depending on the user group. So this
Okay.
business users, they'll be running like less queries with like mostly tactical ones. So that case, then no need of assigning more spool space to them, right? But ETL
Okay, okay.
users will be doing update insert. In that case, they need some more spool, so we'll be assigning higher spool to them.
Okay, okay. Yeah.
So again, the password we can set the password parameters here, like what is the time it will get expired, like 90 days it will get expired. So we need to change that. And minimum character. If you specify here, then the password should be having that minimum character, max character, and this max logon attempts, right? This will decide like if you are entering a wrong password, how many times it should allow you. If you have it as 3, then after 3, it will be locked.
Okay, okay.
And then this locked user expire means when your account is logged, if you set it as underscore means n minutes or something. If you have it as some value, then after that your log will be automatically released, so you can retry it again. So this kind of settings you can create while creating the profile.
Okay, okay, that's okay. And I got something like in my last project, I was getting some issues like some users.
Okay.
They are connecting with username and password. It is saying like account invalid. Okay, account is invalid and something like that. So how can we identify that issue, whether his logon itself is expired, or that user, if he has not logged on for some days, he didn't do password reset, so his ID itself not available? How can we get all these things? Any error level, can we identify that?
Right. So first thing is once you created the user, right? Like it won't get expired though if he didn't log in or
Yeah,
something.
but if it didn't.
Yeah. Yeah, please go ahead. Hello. Manjunath, can you hear me?
Yeah, Ashwin, I can hear you.
Yeah, please go ahead. You were asking something, right?
And that's what, like, I faced some issue because some users they create their accounts.
Okay.
They access after some 3-4 months, and
okay.
when they are trying to log in, they say like, I could not able to log in, I'm facing issue. Okay.
Might
So
be. Okay. So they would have
in
set the expire password in that case. Okay. So we have it as 90 here, right? So if you didn't log in with 90 days, then it will be automatically expired, and the admin has to be reset the password, right?
okay.
So this account invalid, right? After that, there should be some message like user ID or password incorrect. Okay, if you expand the error screenshot, right, you will get that either user ID, user account and password does not match or incorrect, mostly incorrect. But in that case, what we can do, we can go to this dbc.logon now. We saw earlier, right?
Okay.
We can go to this dbc.logon of where username equal to that user. dbc. So consider dbc is the one facing the issue, right? So we'll run it and we'll get this output, right? So from this we can see, we can sort it out by the name. There is a name, and then the log time, we can see what is the event happened here, like log on, log out, bad password. So you can see that from that we can decide, okay, something has happened. Or even password expert will be showing here, I hope. Because mostly
Okay.
we won't set the password experience. But if that
Oh.
is happening, it will be showing up here. So with this, you can decide, okay, either it is bad password or no. And also similarly, you can check the other one is DBC tables, where we can see whether it is locked or not. So these two will give you clear view what is happening.
And sometimes what happen, like when you create initial password, so how much time it will there for a user to reset? First time when you create user, right?
Yeah,
He need to reset. He need to reset that
correct.
password
Right,
after with the first login. No,
right,
what is
right.
the validity for that?
I think until he logs in, it will be available because that password will be set as temporary password. So
That also we can control, like specifying like
uh,
in the profile or something,
I think
or
we can control that.
because what happens,
Mm,
uh, sometimes we'll give, but they don't do that.
correct, correct.
Um, After a long time means like we don't know whether that user will be there in that organization, or we don't know the consequences, right?
Correct,
So
correct, correct. Yeah. Maybe I will check that parameter. Means
okay, okay,
how much long, I'm not pretty sure on that. So I will check and I will
sure.
let you know.
Okay.
And, coming back, this is about the profile. And so coming to the databases, right? So database is again the permanent space where you will be creating the different objects like table views, procedure, macro, everything, right? And it will be stored. So we can have the hierarchy like DBC being the parent database. We can create sub parent databases. So if we see the example here, from DBC we are creating A, B. So these two are the databases for which the parent database is DBC, right? And A is again split into C and D. So for C and D, the immediate parent database is A, right? So
Okay.
so usually when you have these databases, suppose consider you are dropping this F database, right? So if you're dropping that, and this F is having around 100 GB of space. So what will happen? This space will be moved to the parent database, that is C.
Okay.
Okay, it won't be added to DBC, it will be added to C. So this kind of
Okay.
scenarios you will
Immediate parent.
immediate parent, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So this kind of thing you'll get during cleanup or something. So the space is very important cost saving thing in the database, mainly in Teradata. So so when we drop a database, we need to move that free space to DBC so it can be utilized to other new upcoming projects, right? So this is the hierarchy, and while creating also we will specify like which parent we need to create. If you see
Okay.
you see the example here, right? We are creating a DB name from sysdba. So sysdba is being again no, database under DBC. So we'll be having we'll be giving the perm space, pool space for this DB, those kind of things.
Okay.
So let's start creating this DB admin first. So it will create in our environment. So we'll create the hierarchies also.
Okay.
Just copy it down.
And is there any option to see this in a kind of a chart, in the sense like in a DB level? Will it show in
which one you were talking about?
this hierarchy?
Hierarchy,
You're
okay.
saying, right?
Yeah.
Can we see that kind of a hierarchical diagram, parent and child like that?
No.
Is
Like
there any facility?
flow
Is there any
chart?
facility in?
No, flow chart kind of thing you won't be getting. Only this, no, this kind of view will be available where you have the parent database, and once you open it up, you will get the client means child databases. So this would be the view.
Okay. There is no such kind of thing, right?
No flow kind of thing. You can get the same physical thing into a query result set where it will be given like from DBC using recursive function, right? You can write a query where it will give you a row, a column where it will be given like from DBC, the next database name, like next child name. It will show you the path of the DB. You can do that if you want that in the query.
No, because what happens if some organization or warehouse is already evolved, okay? So they have created. In that case, they want to just get into the chart level, or they want to do some analysis. Okay, some databases required or not required. They need to do analysis on the on that case. Means they cannot go individually open icon level and get it. No, so
yeah, that's what I'm telling you. So they can do it from query level. So suppose here we consider the HR department, right? We have different databases under HR. So what they can do, they can write a recursive function and give the database name as HR. So what will happen? All the child and parent databases under HR, it will be given. It will be coming in the output. Maybe I will write the query
okay.
next
Yeah. No.
session,
I'm
and I'll
just
show you.
no. Yeah, you can get that.
I got your point. Yeah. So from there, right? So anyway, this HR won't be having much databases, right? So yeah, we have already splitted the groups. So from that output, they can see what are the databases we have and what is the parent, what is the path, is that really required. From there, they can decide what they have to do with the database.
Okay. Now you can get me that one later, no? But I'm just saying, like, keep that in your question thing.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, I will review it coding. Yeah. And about to we create the users and databases. This so I'll copy this into a notepad.
Okay.
Let me drag it here.
Okay, you are able to copy here.
Yeah. Just drag, copy and paste is not working, but we can put it in a file and drag it here.
Oh, drag and drop it. Okay.
Yeah. Gedit. Okay, so first let's create this DB admin. After DB admin, will be creating the other users.
Okay.
create user DB admin from DBC. So perm space you need to give. So let's give it as how much I can give.
Okay,
10
DB admin is the user, no? So
user, yes, user. Um, so what we'll do, we'll get some space from DBC and assign to this DB admin. So from DB admin,
okay,
we'll be granting the space. We'll be moving the
okay,
space. So not directly from
okay,
DBC.
okay, fine, yeah.
Yeah. Let me have it as 10 GB. Yeah.
I think 24 GB is available or 32 GB
28.
something.
Yeah. 38 is there. I hope 38. So let me give 10 GB of space. So that will come around. We calculated.
Do we keep anything reserved for DBC?
Yeah.
Say if you have.
Yes. So for normal case, 40% is recommended to have it as a reserve.
Okay, 100 GB you have DBC means
40 GB.
you can give, DBC will have that, and 60 GB, remaining 60 GB we can give it to the below ones.
Correct, yeah.
Okay. Even something they have a spool reserve also, right? Something like.
Right. So in some, so the Teradata recommended design is you have this full space where you move this 40 GB of space and you don't create anything inside that, right? So what will happen? This will always have this 40 GB in reserve, so nothing will be taken from the spool. So if you have it under the DBC alone, so you might forget, right? You might not be calculating. So when a new project comes, you might miss the calculation and just move the space. Then you will face the issue. So for that issue, they have it as a separate database and move this permanent space there. So it will always act as a spool.
Oh, okay.
Is this perm and I'll give spool to be 0. Profile, right? We need to again get the profile name. I think we have only one profile, right?
Yeah.
Okay, it's not getting selected.
I think the perm space you have given it. It's in how much GB? 10 GB.
Not. I think very less. MB only I have given.
Yeah.
This
Okay.
is bytes, right? So just for an example, I have given.
Okay.
Anyway, you won't be holding the table. In that case, also very less. Right. So. Only one profile you have. So let's create the profile first thing. Let's create the profile so I can use that for DB admin. Let me have it as profile underscore this, and we'll have this pool of let me see, 2 GB. So in that case,
okay, 2 in front of 2 you should put 9 zeros.
Yeah. Okay. By KB, then this is KB. MCB. This should be fine, right? So 6 zeros is GB, right?
No, I think that is MB, no? KB. No, if you divide
by
okay,
KB, yeah, by KB, yeah, correct. GB is again. Okay, yeah, this is fine.
Yeah.
GB space. Temporary space is null, and account string, maybe I can get it from here. I will open a new one.
And who will give these account strings? Who will configure this?
Like database administrator only. Like initially when they are setting the things up, right? They'll be having these account strings.
Okay.
Name. Okay,
No, we are not defining any account strings, right?
Unless it is
okay,
required, right?
but default, if you want,
Mostly
we
we
can get it,
won't
right?
create. Yeah, mostly we won't create if the environment is already set up. If anything new comes up, then in that case we'll be creating the account.
Okay, fine. Yeah.
Okay, let me use this string for example. I don't want to give any password. Yes, let me delete it. Profile underscore administrator. Okay, it failed.
Brackets, I
Profile
think you should.
already exists with that name. Okay. Is that so?
Oh, administrator is already there, huh?
Profile underscore administrator is telling, but let's check.
Yeah, I think you need to remove that. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, it got created.
Okay, maybe you have ran twice. Okay,
Yeah,
that
might be.
case.
Right. So let's
Okay.
use this profile in our DB admin creation.
What is the startup actually? There is something called startup. Is there? It is.
This startup, I think this will ask to reset your password in your startup. I think that is you, like you're setting up the temp password, right? So when you log in, I think this function will ask you to reset that.
Okay. Okay.
Profile name is right. This should be fine. So I'm giving the profile its full and password is thing. You can even remove this. I think spool is not required, only thing is required because we are already giving the spool through the profile, right? Sorry. Okay, then. It's not created. Something failed. So specified name already exists. Okay, why sheet? But I checked with maybe admin, right? Okay, that's not showing names. Okay, might be my ANSI is selected again. One second, let me disconnect and connect again.
Okay.
Yeah, the ANSI mode is by default. Password is already listed. Okay. Okay. So we created our DB admin, right? So if you can see the details, DB admin from DBC, right? This full space and the default account stream. So let me show you here how it comes under DBC. Databases. Yeah, here we can see, right?
We have created just now, right? This one.
Yeah, just now we created. Earlier it was not there.
Okay.
Yeah, through this command we created, right?
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, with this. So if you see on the left side, right, we can see no, a database is created with DB admin. Okay. So currently there won't be anything under this database.
Okay, that icon says user, no?
User. So yeah, so that's what we saw, right? So in Teradata, both user.
Yeah, user and database. Correct.
Yeah. So under this user, right, we'll be creating the databases. So if
Okay.
see here. So first we are creating this DB admin.
Yes.
So
Okay.
under this DB admin, we'll be creating the hierarchy.
Okay. Fine. Yeah. Okay.
So the password is 10, right? Yeah, 10. So let me try connecting with the DB admin. Disconnect from DBC and I'm connecting.
Connect.
DB admin. Password is 10. Succeeded. And I'm connected with DB admin. So I'm just connected with DB admin. If you want to confirm, like select username. It's all column username. Okay. User. Yeah.
Okay.
You can see I'm connected with the DB admin. So let's yes. Go back with DBC. So going forward, right, like we can use the DB admin if we grant all the privileges. So
Okay.
on a real-time environment, we'll be using the DB admin. Okay, so let me create.
Please include this command in your notepad also, no? So
which command?
No, you are sending the notes, no? That or slide something.
Yeah, this one, right? It's already there. This one, right?
Yeah, these commands. Oh, okay. You already kept it here. Okay, whatever the exact commands we have run, no? So that just for.
Okay.
In notepad, you can just put it in a notepad, not in slides.
Yeah, I will copy in a separate notepad, or I will add it as a separate notepad and
yeah. Okay.
to the slide.
So that I can refer like what command you have run and so it will be there in this one in the video, but still okay.
Yeah. Just a second. Okay, fine. So now we created a profile and then we created a user. Then we'll create a database under this DB admin, right? So, so this is the
and one more thing.
Yeah.
After creating this user, some grants also we need to provide, right?
Yes.
Because DB, yeah.
That's why I connected with DBC again, because I didn't grant any access for that. For that user. So I wanted to create a role, but I didn't cover the roles thing here. So maybe I thought like once we
yeah.
have that topic, right? So I can show you how to do that.
Okay.
So here, what the DB like want to create a HR one, run DB admin. Okay. So perm, school, temp, everything will be giving 0. For the
underscore, you can just give that something like underscore DB, so that
where
HR underscore DB.
Okay, HR underscore DB on this way. Okay.
DB or DBS or something.
Okay. Yeah.
No, I'm just following naming convention, so that by looking at that, I can we can see that this is a database and this is a user.
Right.
Yeah. You got it right? What I'm saying?
Yes, I got it. Yes. But when we create a database, right, you won't get confused because that symbol will be different. Let's create that and see. The account is not here. Okay.
No, param space you need to provide, no?
We need to provide. So as of now, I'm creating as 0. Or,
Okay.
then we'll
Yeah.
move the space. So,
Oh, okay, okay, fine. Yeah, I got it. Mhm.
okay, I think it's done. So let's refresh. Under DB admin.
DB admin.
Okay, DB is the creator.
And maybe you need to reconnect, I think so. No, database failed.
That's no,
No,
it's
I
already
think you need to disconnect and connect or
that's
refresh
why
only then.
I refreshed actually. Usually this refresh will work. If you do a refresh here, like whatever new thing came up, right? It will be showing here.
No, maybe at the end. No.
No, we created under DB admin, right? DB admin only we created. It's a bug or something, I'm not sure. Let me do one thing. HR underscore DB, right? Okay, the database is created, but it's not showing. Maybe I think some bug with the Express. Maybe.
Maybe just try to log off and log in, so it will reflect. No, just for my curiosity, I'm asking.
Yeah, we'll do that. We'll do that too. Might be this DBC is not having access. This is a creator, it should be having the access. No, it's just not showing up. And all on stable to see. Refresh. Still it's not showing up. Right. Okay. Oh, okay, it's here. Okay, fine. But wait for creator under this. It still got created under DBC. That's why. We wanted it to be created under DB admin. Right? Let me check if you have administrator tool, because that will give the clear picture rather than this. I think from 16 they stopped this administrator tool.
Okay. What the stuff?
Teradata administrator. So that
Okay.
is another tool. which will give the precise the hierarchy.
Oh, then in this case you need to go writing queries only.
No, actually what happened from 16 they stopped the Teradata administrator. So we need to either download it from previous version and install it, or we have to use this
That is a
Express one.
GUI level application, right? It will
Yeah,
show.
that
It
is
will
that is
give
that.
window.
Yeah, that is a GUI level. Yeah.
Oh.
Let me.
Then in that case, that is not required for DBS going forward. Why you have stopped
That's
any?
what they decided, but it is really a helpful tool. Okay, so it's created properly only. If you can see here, the
Yeah.
database is created by DBC. The owner is DB admin. So might be here.
Maybe the creator name is DBC. Because of that, it is showing under.
No. So if you see the owner name, it's DB admin. So the immediate owner only it should be created.
Okay. Fine.
Might be. I think here in the Express, right, it's showing this way, but actually it was created under the DB admin only.
Okay.
In the real time, right, we don't use Express. That's why we are not comfortable with the Express. We use SQL assistant and the administrator. So that will be very helpful. Maybe I will check this, but if you can see here, it was created under the DB admin only, so there shouldn't be any problem.
Okay. Yeah.
And so we created the database. So now the next step is we have to create the roles for this DB. So we can create some more. For example, we can have finance.
And you have run one grant command, grant all on HRDB to
DBC.
DB.
Yeah.
Okay. By running that command, you are giving rights to DBC to.
Right. So the thing is, like, DBC is the creator, so it will be having all the access on this DB. But sometimes, right, it's always better practice to grant all the access on DBC. So sometimes the implicit access may not work properly. So we grant it through explicitly. But 99% it will. But since it was not showing here, I just tried that explicit access.
Oh, okay.
Create finance, and then 80. What else we have commercial? Okay. And we also need to create one more user, right? So we'll tell as sec admin. So this sec admin is the user will be having all the users underneath.
Okay.
And so let me create that too. Let me refresh this. So view device is still okay. Okay, let me check. What is the name we have given? It's just commercial, right? If I didn't create means it failed or something. Okay, let me check. The DB. It's probably wrong, right?
Again, maybe you can enable that window, no? History window.
Yeah, that's what I'm
Setting,
looking for. Where it is? Yeah.
settings might be tool settings. Where it is
There's
the
no
view
set.
or
Yeah.
window, no show view.
Okay. Here it is. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. So create. This is for the user, right? Yeah. It's for the user. Okay. It didn't happen. The query didn't run. Let me check why it is. Okay, we have another one here. So it was not
Okay.
running. Still it fails. Stating database already there. Okay. So let me create one more then. IT_DB.
Okay.
And then commercial IT, finance we didn't know, right? Finance.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, I think it's enough.
This is why I don't like this Express. Very complicated. And, so we are used to this
No,
SQL.
is it possible to get that tool here in the virtual machine?
Virtual machine, right? We can download and install. Maybe tomorrow I will try to install that. We can do that. Yeah. It's not showing here. Okay. You can do a help on this DB. We can run the query. Okay, it's created, but it's not showing.
Maybe we need to disconnect and connect for the database. New data. I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah, now it is showing.
Yeah, now it's showing. Okay, so the usually, right, the refresh will work actually. When we do a refresh, it should refresh all the settings, but here it's not happening. Anyways, yeah. So
Maybe for some actions, it will reflect from next login only. No, some actions that is also there in Teradata, correct? If you are adding spool or creating some new things, no.
yeah, that
The,
is okay. Like if you're changing a profile or something, then it will be from the next time. But this case, right, we are just viewing the hierarchy. So usually it will come up like when we do a refresh here, it will refresh all the metadata and it will because it's basically reading from the metadata, right? It's reading
Yeah.
and showing us. So it should
Yeah,
happen, but
maybe that refresh is not working
working. Yeah,
properly.
might be. Yeah, so might be a bug in the